Hi and welcome to another video, and the first thing I'm going to have to do is apologise to you for putting your eyes through some serious stress from the damage you're about to see to some vehicles' clear coats. This video is all about buffer trails, holograms and poor machine polishing and how it can be put right. At the end of this video, I will give you 5 basic tips for machine polishing for people who are thinking having a go to stop what you're about to see in this video. Because this video is going to show you and highlight the damage caused by poor machine polishing, poor product and basic poor practice, full stop. I'm Matt Jones from Bedfordshire Valeting and Detailing.com, and this is something which I come across more and more regularly as more people try machine polishing and don't really know what they're doing, and people are employed and asked to do jobs in a very short space of time, and this is the result of it. It is damage to clear coat which takes time to put right, and that's what I do. I put these vehicles right. One of the main causes of buffer trails on vehicles is the misuse of a machine polisher, and when the sun hits clear coats then you can see sometimes very pretty patterns in vehicles' clear coats, and that is where someone has taken a rotary machine polisher and they are polishing it with the machine polisher at an angle. This can be enhanced when use of a very aggressive product is used, which can cut very quickly but often will need refining. You couple that with poor use and you will induce a lot of damage onto a clear coat which will need rectifying. And it's not just people that are having a go at doing machine polishing that cause these problems. But a particular vehicle that was drawn to my attention by a client was actually a freshly painted panel on a van, and this was how it was presented with buffer trails all over the van. This is a great example of an aggressive product being used which will flatten the lacquer very quickly, but the use of the machine hasn't been the best and it hasn't been refined. So for me to put something like this right will take around about a day to get to a very high standard. That's something which I would class as an enhancement detail. You could call it correction because you are correcting something, but in essence I would say a full correction involves sanding, and this is not something which actually needs to be done unless you want as perfect finish as possible. On these particular vehicles on the video which I've put right, I've actually decontaminated as well. That's all part of the service that I'll give in this kind of service, because in reality it won't take a huge amount more time. You are spending a whole day on that vehicle. And once I've got the vehicles to the standard which you can see, then it is very advisable to use a top-off protection. Now you can use several protections, waxes, ceramic coatings, but one affordable way of doing this is choosing a 1K nano product which can last anything between 1 and 3 years if maintained properly. Now this is a nano polymer sealant, and it is also quite a robust product as well. It gives you the Lotus Effect. Now the Lotus Effect is the fact that you get to a surface it's so clean and it's so pure that any water or dust really struggles to adhere to the paintwork, and once it is on there it also makes cleaning and washing a whole lot easier and getting that dirt off in the future, which in turn reduces the risks of any further wash marring or light damage caused when dirt and grit is rubbed into the paintwork. You don't have to have a car covered in buffer trails or swirl marks to have this service done, but it always takes out an awful lot of damage to your clear coat and will refresh it, deepen glosses and give that protection. So for a service like this at a cost of £299, it's a great option for those people who want their cars looking great and want a decent level of protection. In effect, it will also give a lot higher protection than even some of the dealer protection packages which are sold to you. This will be stronger than most. It stops short of a ceramic coating, but in essence it's a really affordable way with a very high level of finish and protection. So if you're looking for a service like this, then contact myself, Matt Jones at Bedfordshire Valeting and Detailing.com, and if you like any videos like this one and many more, then please do subscribe to our station and click that bell button so you get notifications. Give us a call if you want your car sorted, and we can make it as glossy and as beautiful as the ones in this video. So here they are, 5 basic tips for the person who wants to have a go at machine polishing and enjoy the enhancement of paintwork in front of your eyes, producing a beautiful gloss. The first tip, buy yourself a dual action polisher. There's plenty on the market. Potentially go for something around the 800 watt marks, and that will keep you going for a period of time because its capabilities are much higher than the 600 watt machines. They will be more expensive, but it might save you money in the future. Dual action polishers oscillate as they go round. If you can use a rotary, it will cut faster, but dual actions are an awful lot safer. Tip number 2, buy a scrap panel like the one in the corner. It'll cost you about £20 from the scrapyard, and you will not inflict any damage on your own car or someone else's, and you'll learn what to do. Tip number 3, always keep that pad flat as possible, and think about it whilst you're doing it. When you come to the end of your pass, don't lift the machine. When you lift that machine, the edge cuts in and you can create a buffer trail. Tip number 4, when you're doing that machine polishing, video yourself doing it, because a lot of the time what you think you're doing and what you're actually doing are 2 different things. And I speak for myself at times as well as not for the beginner as well. It's easily done. You slip into autopilot. Think about it the whole time. Tip number 5, pick your mildest product first, because you might be able to do what you need to do with a mild product without going to the aggressive one. You go to the aggressive one first, then you might have to refine down the line. Go to the easiest one first, and you might correct it before you even need to do anything else. So those are my 5 real basic tips. I'll give you more tips in other videos. One's for people that are more advanced, but those are very simple things that you can employ if you are wanting to start machine polishing and gain the benefits from it.